Here in Kusama, we've not only got ski jumping, but cross-country skiing and biathlon as well. I have a special guest today, Colin Phillips. Would you mind me saying that it's a stroke of luck, in a certain way, that you're not participating in the competition today?
No, I take it as a compliment. Seeing all that bustle around, I'd really like to go up there and jump myself. But this time I'll leave it to the other skiers.
The most important competition besides the four-hill tournament, the World Cup, is starting today. He neither disappointed nor convinced us with this jump. What do you say, Colin?
Well, I see it the same way, Matt.
The replay will show us now how on earth he was able to come up with such magic. There's a slight tailwind that might rattle the skiers a little bit, but it could be much worse.
Yeah, I've seen it worse.
A deep breath for all those who are qualified. That's the 50 best jumpers of the day.
Yes, Mark, and I can see some surprises here. Can't wait to see who will win the competition in the end.
The hill record in Kusama is held by a Finn, Veli-Matti Lundström. Once flew away from all his rivals with 148 meters.
Right. You said his name there as well. Power and explosivity. That's what you need at the takeoff. And that's what seems to have gone clean out of his mind.
Don't mince your words. The takeoff was a catastrophe.
I didn't want to say it, but you're right.
Let's take the time to look at the replay. That was an exciting competition today, don't you think, Colin?
Yeah, well, now...
For all those who are not yet experts in ski jumping, I'd like to explain the point about hill size again. In the early days, the ski jumps were giving a so-called K point, which means critical or calculation points. But as this point doesn't tell much about the actual size of the ski jump, the term hill size was introduced in 2004. But the distance points are still calculated in comparison to the K points.
I could listen to you for hours, right?
Thank you, Colin. Let's have a look at the replay. Let's have a look at the overall ranking after this fascinating competition. Yes. The winners' fans are cheering. In Kusamo, there's only one inhabitant per 3.5 square kilometers, so there's enough space for all kinds of winter sports. Colin Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the...
I would have liked to start myself, but it wasn't meant to...
Today, there's another competition of the Professional League's World Cup. We're in Kusama, just 100 kilometers to the south of the Arctic Circle.
No wonder it's so bloody cold up here.
Up there, on the start bar, it's certainly even more uncomfortable. That result is okay for him, isn't it, Colin?
Well, yes, absolutely. Of course, every athlete hopes for more before each competition, but I think that after this jump, the score is justified.
I suppose. The pressure is enormous, but if he doesn't get a rank at the very top, his dream of victory this season is as good as over. He seems strained, tired, and done for these days.
But when he sees the public here, he'll put everything he has into it. I still think it's a good performance.
His hard work has paid off. The good posture in flight and landing is awarded a good score by the judges. Very nice.
Lovely.
These are the results of today's competition, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 winners of the day, cheered by the crowd. Next time, things can turn out. We've journeyed far into the north for you. Today, we're in Trondheim, Norway. I have Colin Phillips with me, an institution in British ski jumping, if I may say so.
Wow, let's not. It's a very different experience watching the others.
Once again, the best skiers in the world have to prove that they're well prepared for the World Cup season. Good distance there. He leaves some opponents behind him with that performance. Thanks to technology,
Well, as far as
the field of skiers is on the decrease. In Trondheim, you can find the northmost synagogue in the world and a ski jump which promises some good performances, I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too.
It's not that easy to find the right wax mixer today, but he got the upper. There you can see what difference it makes in terms of speed.
But only if the posture is right.
But it does, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the final results for your information. I'd be glad to have you with us again next time. And many thanks to my co-commentator, Colin Phillips.
Oh, thanks to you too, Mark. Thanks for having me. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
See you next time. Hello from Trondheim, Norway. In the district of, please excuse my pronunciation, which might be a bit odd, Sør-Trøndelag. What's a hope?
I'm happy to be here too. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And again, we can have a look at the best skiers for another World Cup event. Trondheim is the oldest town in Norway, founded as early as in 997 AD. Fortunately, the ski jumps are not as old as that.
Oh, no.
That's how the takeoff has to be. An explosive extension of the body at the right point on the jump table, and then an intensely powerful takeoff.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Now we get the chance to analyze all the jumps. I think we've seen some nice and what's more, long jumps. And I also think that the best 30 skiers absolutely deserve to be in the final. We can't expect long distances today. The tailwind is much too strong. Well, that's the way it is.
Yeah, you can't change it.
Why was it that he didn't take off properly, Bob? Actually, his speed was perfect.
Well, I couldn't see any big fault at that speed. Maybe he made some small mistakes that added up. Anyway, the takeoff was horrible. Maybe he just wasn't fast enough to make the transition from one phase to another.
I think this... So, this is an overview of the final ranking, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an exciting competition today, and that's how we like it. We'll see you next time. It's goodbye from Mark Rafferty.
And from me, Colin Phillips, thanks and goodbye.
Bye. Welcome in Harachov, which literally means village of Harach, on the edge of the giant mountains. Today I have expert help by my side, the famous ski jumper Colin Phillips from England, who unfortunately...
At least I can support my home country in this way.
Today we'll be watching the World Ski Jumping Elite in another World Cup event. That's another good example of how difficult it is to find the right point for takeoff. The perfect range is so small that you can easily miss it.
Yes, he took off when his skis had almost passed the jump table, so he won't fly high enough. The result will tell.
Thanks to technology. Now tell us. We separate. Recently, he seems to be so tense. He's simply unable to keep cool enough to turn in top performances. Maybe he thought he could simply pull good distances out of the hat, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out this time. Let's take the time. Here's the final ranking for you, ladies and gentlemen. After a thrilling competition, next time all skiers have the chance to go for gold. Until then, I say cheerio and adios to my co-commentator, Colin Phillips.
Well, thanks very much there, Mark. It was a pleasure being here, really. I've had great fun. Maybe not quite as much as being one of the jumpers myself, but maybe next time. See you soon. Bye now. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye. We're on the northern faith of Mount Antola, where no fewer than 5 ski jumps make our skiing heart race. I'm sure that not only fans of the British...
Next time I'll be competing again, that's for sure.
We have seen some exciting competitions in the World Cup lately, don't you think, Colin?
Yeah, well, that's true. I do hope this event will live up to our expectations, though.
Let's have... So what could be done? So, this is the result of the first round. I'm certain that not all skiers will be satisfied with the ranking. It started snowing, but visibility is still excellent. The hard-working trainer paid off. His posture is perfect, and the skis are fast as hell. Let's have another look at the replay. Here's the final ranking for you, ladies and gentlemen. After a thrilling competition, next time all skiers have the chance to go for gold. Until then, I say cheerio and adios to my co-commentator, Colin Phillips.
Well, thanks very much there, Mark. It was a pleasure being here, really. I've had great fun. Maybe not quite as much as being one of the jumpers myself, but maybe next time. See you soon. Bye now. Take care.
Goodbye. Welcome to our ski jumping competition in Engelberg, Switzerland. Let's see if the hill record can be broken today. Today I have Colin Phillips at my side, who will give us first-hand
It's a great pleasure to me, my friends.
We're looking forward to another World Cup competition of the pros. That's how it's supposed to look. Calm posture, no fidgeting, no arm movement, and his chest bent far over his skis. No problem with the skis either. The wax is superb. His speed at takeoff will be amazing.
Well, it should be.
Let's have a look at the replay. I always find it odd that there is some drizzle, but visibility is okay. After all, these are pros, so they have to be able to adjust to the weather conditions. Oh, too late! He simply went over the right foot.
Yes, Mark, that's right. All the power he put into his takeoff is worthless now.
Colin, look at this score. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, Mark. He jumped well with a good posture and landing. He's only got good points. The few points deducted, well, they're understandable, really.
I think this is what... Let's have a look at the overall ranking after this fascinating competition.
Yes.
The winners' fans are cheering, but the skiers on the second and third place can be satisfied too with their performance today, I think.
Me too.
And thanks to all the others who made today such an enjoyable day. So, see you next time. Mark Rafferty and the British ski jumping star Colin Phillips say goodbye to you now.
Ah, well, next time I'd prefer to be up there on the ski jump myself,
Yes.
Mark.
Looking forward to it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. We welcome you to the ski jumping in Engelberg, Switzerland, from one of the biggest and most beautiful natural hills in the world. The first competition in Engelberg was held back in 1904. So today I have Colin Phillips at my side, who will give us first-hand information.
I would have liked to start myself, but it wasn't meant to be.
The best skiers in the world are here again for another World Cup competition.
Well, I can't wait to see if they can keep up their high standards.
Maybe they can even improve on it.
Well, who knows? Let's just watch.
Colin, have you ever seen a takeoff as perfect as this one?
Rarely. Very rarely. I have to admit it. He did a great job there.
Let's have a look at the score. Wow, it's as good as his jump. That's great to see the judges daring to go that high with their mark.
But they didn't have a choice, Mark.
No.
This was an excellent performance that had to be rewarded.
Wow, that was an exciting competition today, don't you think, Colin?
Yeah.
Some people still think that Telemark is an American TV star.
I beg your pardon.
Well, Telemark.
Oh no, please. You had promised me to leave your pans at home today.
Great. Superb. A very, very nice take.
Excellent.
As if he had pushed the right button at the right moment.
Super. Absolutely super.
The replay will show us now how on earth he was able to come up with. So this is an overview of the final ranking, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an exciting competition today, and that's how we like it. We'll see you next time. It's goodbye from Mark Rafferty.
And from me, Colin Phillips, thanks and goodbye.
Bye. It's like a gale force wind blowing in here. Could you? Yeah, that's better. Thanks. Hello from Oberstdorf. This is the very south of Germany. We're just a step. What's a host without an actual partition?
I'm happy to be here too. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
The Four Hill Tournament is certainly a cult event among the ski jumping competitions. We're happy to be here at its opening. In the 19th century, many ski jumpers started in circuses to earn a living.
Maybe that's why it all still seems to be like a circus to me.
You could use this approach in the video to teach the youngsters perfect posture, thus the minimal air resistance, and it looks very fast. After this rock-solid performance, he can go back to the hotel in a good mood and take a shower with his teammates. And the score adds to a successful day. Great season for him. His performance is consistently good or even very good. And that's reflected in the ranking. He'll keep his place in the top 10. No way he's going to be pushed out.
No, I don't see that.
We separate the grain from the chaff, solidifying. Yet another remark about the so-called hill size. The specification is calculated at that point of the outrun where there is still a 32% gradient. It's mostly a little less than the jury distance.
I couldn't explain it any better.
Would you have thought that he's good enough already for such a performance?
No, actually not now. But in ski jumping, there's always a bit of good luck that might add to your abilities. And that's what he had today.
Yeah. I hope that nobody will be blown away today.
It's not easy to start under these conditions, that's for sure.
This is where he's better than most other jumpers. His takeoff is perfect once again. It's not that easy to find the right point for takeoff at such a high speed, is it, Colin?
No, not at all. Things go so fast up there that you sometimes have to feel intuitively when you have to take off. But he just did it perfectly.
The excitement before the start. This Austrian skier's pulse is beginning to race. Great approach run, don't you think, Colin?
Yes, it couldn't be better. He's standing perfectly on his skis. If there were style points given for the approach run, he'd get maximum score here, Mark.
Yeah, but he also had some luck with the wax mixture. He chose the right pot for these snow conditions.
And he's going down fast.
These are the results of today's competition, ladies and gentlemen. The three winners of the day, cheered by the crowd. Next time, things can turn out quite differently. We hope you'll be with us again. Mark Rafferty
And Colin Phillips.
take their leave.
Au revoir, goodbye, and auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye. Let's enjoy the view for a moment. Today, we are in Garmisch, as you might have guessed. I have Colin Phillips with me, an institution in British ski jumping, if I may say so.
Wow, it's a very different experience watching the others.
Let's get ready for the next round of the four-hill tournament. He's one of the outstanding jumpers this season, and he's rightly at the top. His form peaks at the right moment. Many of his colleagues could still learn from him. He's a pro, absolutely concentrated in training and competition, the winning type. He seems to have studied all the textbooks about ski jumping and learned them by heart. Well, at least the chapter about landing, that was perfect, wasn't it, Colin?
Yes, yes indeed, that was great. I didn't see the slightest mistake there.
Now we get the... His performance is regular as clockwork this season. He's always in the top group. His practice seems to pay off.
Absolutely. He wouldn't let anyone pass him now, but on the other hand, he's not yet good enough to make the decisive step towards becoming number one.
The field of skiers is on a decrease. Only the best 30 athletes. Tell us your recipe for success, Colin.
Well, if you ask me, a jump is an extraordinary filigree system. The slightest imprecision and you're out. So the thing is to avoid any mistakes.
Okay, and how do you do that?
Well, first, it has to become automatic. That means practice, practice, practice. Secondly, you need concentration. That means mental strength. That's the crucial point, in fact.
Let's have a close... Ladies and gentlemen, here are the final results for your information. I'd be glad to have you with us again next time. And many thanks to my co-commentator, Colin Phillips.
Oh, thanks to you too, Mark. Thanks for having me. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
See you next time. There's a lot of sightseeing to do in Innsbruck, but let's keep that for another day. Now, let's go for the ski jumping.
Oh, yes.
Today, I have expert help by my side, the famous ski...
Seeing all that bustle around, I'd really like to...
On we go with the 4-hill tournament. There's some crosswind at the moment, but it shouldn't be a problem. However, the skiers will have to adjust to the weather conditions. Yes, that was good. He found the right point for takeoff and did it properly. All that's required for a long flight. I suppose he can't believe what's on the scoreboard up there. That's a very, very weak result for him today. We're used to something else.
He is too, I'm sure.
Now there's a skier from the strong Finnish team at the start. Maybe he can emulate Janne Ahonen, who gave some great performances in last year's World Cup. Great approach run, don't you think, Colin?
Yes, it could be better. He's standing perfectly on his skis. If there were style points given for the approach run, he'd get maximum score here, Mark.
Yeah, but he also had some luck with the wax mixture. He chose the right pot for these snow conditions.
And he's going down fast.
I think we've seen some nice and what's more, long jumps. And I also think that the best 30 skiers absolutely deserve to be in the final round. I feel a bit... Great hum and buzz with a beautiful weather today. Ready for the soaring flight of the bumblebees.
I don't quite get it.
Everything went great for him until the takeoff. He really flunked it. He had a good speed, but somehow something went wrong.
Well, maybe it was a material fault. Or his burgers were steamed up.
At least that would have been a good excuse.
You're right, you're right.
I think this is... We have talked about this several times. Let's have a look at the overall ranking after this fascinating competition.
Yes.
The winners' fans are cheering, but the skiers on the second and third place can be satisfied too with their performance today, I think.
Me too.
And thanks to all the others who made today such an enjoyable day. So we'll see you next time. Mark Rafferty and the British ski jumping star Colin Phillips say goodbye to you now.
Ah, well, next time I'd prefer to be up there on the ski jump myself,
Yes.
Mark.
Looking forward to it.
Bye, everyone.
The venue here in Bischofshofen holds 30,000 spectators. It's amazing. Colin Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the big names in British ski jumping.
At least I can support my home country in this way.
Who's going to win the four-hill tournament this time? The last Slovene World Cup winner was Primož Peterka at the end of the 90s. So it's high time that Slovene makes it to the top again, isn't it?
This one might make it, Mark. Let's hope he's got the right wax mixture.
Now we get the chance. Bischofshofen is a town full of tradition, but it also likes to emphasize its modernity. You can tell by looking at its lavishly modernized stadium.
Yeah, it's a fabulous place. Great building.
Wow, excellent landing. Telemark, the skis touched down flatly, not edged over. That's what the judges want to see. And the public too, of course. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
So, this is the result of the first round. I'm certain that it's only since the middle of the 19th century that the skiers have landed on the slope.
They must have scorched their feet back then. They had to land completely on the flat.
That looks as if he had never done anything else in his life. Great time. His skis take off precisely at the right point, and he's got the right degree of explosivity. Let's. Would you? So, this is an overview of the final ranking, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an exciting competition today, and that's how we like it. We'll see you next time. It's goodbye from Mark Rafferty.
And from me, Colin Phillips, thanks and goodbye.
Bye.